What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 2, Episode 2. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so this show, I don't know why the editing seems strange to me, and it feels like they, chop shit in that ain't got really nothing to do with anything else. I mean, everybody is trying to establish their storyline, so I get it. Let's talk about Jazelle. So Jazelle, remember she told us that she's dating this short guy named Kevin. She says that she really does enjoy Kevin's company. Their relationship is a little different than, new dating relationships because they have known each other for a long time. All right, they just didn't date. They were friends. So now, she's giving him a chance, trying to see what's going to happen. He's a perfect guy. He's funny. He's charming. Okay, got some money. Honey, that is a winning combination if you ask me. We see her on a date with Kevin, and he's not that tall, but he's not shorter than Jazelle. So I was like, girl, it's okay. Okay, you could tell that she had on heels. He brings gifts for this date that they have. Okay, that's another plus. She was like, I might fall in love with this nigga. Supposedly Kevin is good friends with her mother. Little different, we don't know the background there, and they didn't take the time to explain it. But, when he was just like, I could be your daddy. You gonna be calling me daddy. And I said, oh, nothing worse when a motherfucker get to assuming what they gonna be getting from you. I thought it was gonna rub Jazelle the wrong way. Because that would immediately, even if I was feeling them like that, that would immediately make, I wouldn't pass up the chance to be like, nigga, don't think that. I only got one fucking daddy anyway. I don't call no man who is not my daddy. I'm fucking my daddy now? Like, no. So why would I call you that? I hate when, don't ask me to do that, because you're going to get embarrassed. I'm going to be like, no, only one daddy. Anyways, the fact that he's so charming and that she's giggling and laughing and, chopping it up with him. She said any other woman would have been and slept with his ass by now, but you know what? She is not a hoe, even though Charisse seems to think so. So, she going to keep him on the string a little bit longer. I said, yeah, girl, don't give up the goods right away. Now, the reason why I said that the editing was weird was because they are talking about this fundraiser. Now, people have made it, had told me in the comments that Katie was supposed to be on the show, but Katie was being too secretive, was picking and choosing when the producers could record, and, evidently the Bravo producers don't go for that shit, okay? You gonna let us know what the fuck is going on at all times. We will decide what we want to place, what we want to air. Remember, that was the reason why Portia that season got downgraded, because Portia was trying to be secretive too. Okay, Portia learned real quick, didn't she? So, besides the fact that Katie was a fucking pain in the ass anyway, and probably nobody didn't like her ass, they decided to put her off. But I guess because she was in a lot of the storyline, they wanted to keep that. Plus, her little section was hilarious, in an embarrassing and you ain't got shit going on kind of way. So I guess they decided to leave that in. But it still was ill-placed and weird to me. And we hear about this fundraiser when Robin and Charisse go visit Oz. That is the name of the restaurant that Ashley has with her husband. And Robin was just like, hats off to Ashley trying to keep this shit afloat, because ain't like I told y'all last week, black folks ain't fucking with no emu, camel, kangaroo. We ain't doing none of that, nigga. We want our shit to look like chicken. I was cracking up when Charisse became a vegetarian right there. The bitch like, I don't eat meat. None of this shit you guys try to give me. But like I said, they start talking about the Casino Royale, okay, and the fact that Charisse was supposed to help Katie last season, and I guess on the off time, when the show wasn't recording, Katie just kind of fell off the grid and wasn't really saying what she wanted Charisse to do. I guess Katie sent out some sort of save the date, and it had just her picture on it, okay, but Charisse is supposed to be the chair. So then Charisse was like, yeah, maybe I'm not the chair. It seemed to be more about Katie than this fundraiser. Okay, and remember, she supposedly had all these connections, and I mean, shit, she was Russell Simmons' ex-girlfriend, right? So you would think that she would have these connections. Charisse was like, I'm gonna just shut the fuck up, take the back seat. She can handle it, she can have it. They start up about her divorce. She was like, yeah, we getting a divorce. I was really gonna not cooperate originally because I was pissed, I was mad, I'm in a better place now. Okay, this Shasha right here. Shasha was like, fuck that nigga. Okay, get the divorce. Get your money, get the house, get you a new nigga, because that's what this really means, okay? The bitch got her some D-I-C-K in her life. What I tell you guys, it's always easier to get over some old D-I-C-K when you get some new D-I-C-K in your life. Changes the whole perspective on things, and I think that's more of what happened with Shasha. I still feel sorry for Ashley because Ashley does let us know that her relationship with her husband is suffering. She makes it seem because it's more of the fact that the restaurant is doing really bad, and that might have a whole lot to do with it. But it seems like it might be more of the fact that the extreme age difference between the two. I mean, you guys can only party and have a good time for so long, and then it becomes about for real, business. The honeymoon is over. So when it comes to a point where a man feels like they have to lecture you and talk down to you as if you were a child, I wouldn't like that shit either. It's something about growing together, and a lot of times when you have such an extreme difference and the man is the older and the woman is the younger person in the relationship, it starts to be like a daddy-daughter kind of thing. And when you have daddy issues, that's what you look for. But then as you feel like you start to grow up and the motherfuckers are still stuck in that I'm telling you what the fuck to do kind of thing, that shit don't work out. Okay, not normally for a strong woman. It gets old, and that's what I think is happening for Ashley and her husband, because he just always seems like he's just in this thing. And she was like, he doesn't support me. He's more of a tell me what to do, kind of always makes her feel dumb. And yeah, that shit is not cool. You have got to learn how to be a partner in a relationship. And I'm only saying this because I've been through this. Personally, I have been through this. People have to learn how to communicate with each other and have to learn that even if their intention is not to talk down to you, it's all in the way that you are. So you have got to look. I nigga done got on her soapbox. I'm gonna get down in a second. But when I was listening to them talk, and him talking about they can't have no baby right now, because all of that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I don't feel like he's a bad dude, necessarily, but I just feel like their relationship is not equal, and that's gonna always be the problem until they work that shit out. Anyway, let me get back to this fucking Casino Royale. The shit is some bullshit. Sharice was just like, I don't really know what's happening. They got somebody here with some old raggedy ass casino tables, and so got some motherfucking DJ that we positive don't nobody want to hear. It looks like people is trickling in slowly. But just when you looking at it, I was like, this ain't no, I'm sure not getting Ocean's 11 type vibes. The shit don't feel sexy, okay? It's bright as a motherfucker in there. They ain't got the lights dimmed. Everything is white and stark. I was cracking up when everybody was saying what they thought. Karen, I think that Katie did the best that she could, and I applaud her for her efforts. Sharice has her new friend Monique come down. Monique Samuels is married to a retired NFL player by the name of Chris Samuels. He played for Washington Redskins. Okay, they have money. Probably the first on the damn show. New money, be it, but they have money. Sharice loves Monique because, they're both New Jersey girls. They just kind of tell it as it is. I guess that's Momo, that's Shasha, I think that I'm going to like Monique because Monique looks like she can give it to these bitches with the best of them. Ain't nothing worse than when somebody is real and they got money, and then they're going to be on here with motherfuckers that like to act like they got money. I think that that's what Monique is going to be, even though I got the side-eyed effect that she's friends with Sharice. Because, child, I still can't, I don't see it for Sharice just yet. We going to see still with Monique. We'll talk more about her later. Jazelle shows up. She said the only reason why she came is because, she had this cute lace jumpsuit. I was just like, sometimes that's the only thing that will get your ass out. You want to be seen cute. Otherwise, you could have stayed your fucking ass home. I was surprised that they making more of this fight between Sharice and Jazelle than the fact that Katie and Jazelle hated each other. But like I said, Katie ain't really on the show no more. So, they got to turn up the other shit. By the time everybody gets there and people are just kind of standing around and talking, and I guess trying to make the most of a fucked up ass night, we get the entertainment. It's like, bitch, if they ain't got this damn trio of, these white hicks, I was just like, now when did they think that this was gonna be okay for any of the elite in Potomac, okay? They got these guys up there dressed in like some kind of 70s garb, and they are singing. I didn't even write down, y'all. I was so busy just watching everybody's expression and just watching them perform and just like... And Katie was just like, yeah, that's it, that's it, that's it. She should have been so embarrassed. Oh my God, they made her party look so bad. They ain't really like Katie anyway, so they obviously did not edit out any of the worst parts. Now, a little bit about Monique that I wanted to speak on was the fact that she and her husband definitely have money. They have a home. I think she said it was in, where did she say it was? In Vienna, Virginia. And now they're looking to move to Potomac because they want to be on the show. She invites Robin and Charisse to work out with her, and she's in shape. You know, she says she got to keep up with these hood rats bitches that be trying to push up on her man. I was like, girl, you could look like a fucking most beautifulest thing in the world. Half the time they be fucking around with a bitch that's ugly anyways. It's all about what you ain't gonna do with them damn side chicks, honey. The shit that you ain't gonna do, them side chicks do it all. We can learn a lot from these motherfucking side chicks, but anyway, y'all, keep on getting off. And let me bring it down, because y'all know I told you I had coffee, so I'm wired. And I'm probably jumping missing shit too, because I didn't even go over my notes like I wanted to. But after they work out and, you know, they sitting around talking, you know, Monique do put a little 20 on 10. She ain't putting 20 on 10, but she doing a little extra, you know, kind of making them feel like she's got all this money. She's got to prove herself to the audience. Y'all are collateral damage, you know, sitting up here having to listen to it. Robin was just like, oh, you know, I feel like she bragging a little bit. Well, she was. But like I said, that might have been more for the camera's benefit, not theirs. Monique was telling them that, you know, that party was tired that they went to, that her and her husband are used to having, you know, big fundraisers, 900 people at their home. You know, they have a 26-acre lot. I guess that ain't no fucking lot when it's that big. But, you know, they have a 9,000 square foot home. And they're selling the home, of course, like I said, because they got to move to Potomac. The home is too small. They have outgrown it. They would die in my house. Shit, 9,000 square feet and 4 people, 2 of which are little teeny tiny babies, have outgrown. Okay. Robin was saying that she could buy Karen's house. We're going to talk about Karen in a second. And Charisse was like, you don't want that house. Okay, just undercover shade, but there nonetheless, you know. Monique was like, why not? She's like, girl, trust me, you don't want the house. Robin tells Monique you'll be able to meet Karen because she's having a girls thing. And, you know, you might as well come on too. And Monique says that she is down. Now, Robin goes to Karen's house just to hang out, okay? Now, Karen, bless her heart, the kids are gone to college, and it's just her and Uncle Jessup Daddy. Evidently, Uncle Jessup Daddy is busy all the time as well. The house is like a tomb without the kids. Child, that damn Raven then went off to school and don't even answer the phone when her mama calls. And Raven was like, bitch, I'm free. So, since she's so bored, you know, she invites Robin over to the house. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I remember Robin and Karen even having a scene too much together, just the two of them last season. So, she invites her to play pool. Side note, that Karen looks good as shit. I don't know what she did. She done did some tucking and pulling and fixing over the damn off season, because she looks great. We're gonna see if Uncle Jessup got some shit done to him too, because we ain't really got a good look at him just yet. But yeah, she looks really good. Now they're talking about Charisse's and Jazelle's problem. And they got to try to figure out how they gonna fix this, because the girls, you know, they fighting and everybody needs to just move on. Okay, fuck. Karen was just like, I am so sick of talking about it. I was like, fuck, I'm sick of hearing about it too. It's only been 2 episodes. That's all they talk about. Like, it was that big of a damn deal. So Karen has decided to have this girls' tea, because hashing it out like 2 hood rats in the back alley didn't work. They can move on, okay? Because it's simple. Jazelle does not want to be called a hoe. Charisse does not want anybody talking about her marriage. Everybody should be able to come to some sort of agreement. We are adults, right? So this tea, okay, it's at the Willard. Because Karen says, I believe the proper setting determines the tone of any conversation. The Willard is where the Washington elite come to have high tea. And who could argue over such wonderful teas and scrumptious sandwiches? Robin says that she's invited Monique, and you know what, Karen ain't really feeling it, bitch. If you ain't learned from last season what's good, what's etiquette proper, As far as Karen is concerned, is you don't invite somebody that Karen never heard of, but she gonna go with it. She gonna go with it because, child, Robin just obviously don't know. Right then, Monique shows up, and when she walked in that door and she looked the way she did, I said, yes, bitch. See, that's why I'm gonna like Monique. Because she had to look down for high tea. When she sat her ass down and Karen got a good look at her, you could tell that Karen approved as well. Because she came correct. Jazelle shows up and immediately she has a problem with Monique. You know, like Karen said, she has to haze every new girl in the group. And she obviously has a good time doing it. One of them ones that just feel threatened for no reason. Okay, that is definitely Jazelle. A beautiful girl. I wouldn't say that she is insecure. I don't know what be fucking Jazelle's problem. But she was trying to put Monique through it. When she asked Monique, you know, if they lived in Potomac, and she says that they don't have a house. She said, you don't have a house? She was trying to say she doesn't have a house in Potomac, but she was like, I have 4 homes. When she said that, you could see Karen's face was like, yes, bitch, say that. What I was trying to say is we are moving to Potomac. So she gonna give Evelyn, why do I want to keep calling that lady Evelyn? I know she looks like her. She gonna give Jazelle a run for her money. And the fact that Jazelle and Monique and Sharice, this whole little thing here, you already see how it's going. I think that Jazelle thought that Karen was gonna get offended when Monique tells him that she's a rapper, and then she even throws out a few bars for us. Okay, this is not what they expect in the Willard at high tea. But even Karen took that in stride. I said Karen must really be seeing the dollar signs on Monique's forehead. But we get past Jazelle and Sharice's thing fast enough. Okay, Jazelle apologizes. Sharice looked like she wanted to keep the shit going, but it happened so quickly. Jazelle said she's not comfortable with where their relationship is right now. She apologized, and, you know, Sharice was like, I'm gonna have to think about it. What you got to think about? I have a feeling that Jazelle has already moved on. She probably got her sights set on this new one at the table anyway. But how about when Karen threw Robin under the bus? She was just like, so you was at the house, and who are you going to be loyal to? One day you are ride or die for Jazelle. The next day you are ride or die for Sharice. Robin was like, bitch, really? Are you really going there with this? Because Robin had mentioned at Karen's house that, you know, the fact that Jazelle has said all of that shit, she didn't even seem like she was talking about Jazelle behind her back. But of course, the way that Karen put it, making it seem like she was just really blasting Jazelle. You know, Jazelle was like, wow. Okay, this is not the time or place. I obviously don't need to talk to Robin because I hope she's not talking about me behind my back. Well, she wasn't really talking about you behind your back. That's some shit that Karen is. I said, oh, Karen, you ain't shit for that. I guess Karen was like, bitch, we gonna get this show on the road. Y'all just fixed y'all problems with Sharice. Let's stir up one with Robin. And I guess we should have seen that direction coming, considering Robin mentioned it in her one-on-ones last week. Remember when she said she hoped that Jazelle ain't telling all the business? Well, now I think that we here. Maybe that bond is going to be breaking in this next season. But Monique, she was just sitting there taking it all in, and she was just like, look, the shit that you guys got wrong here, I feel like it can be fixed. It ain't nothing too big. I'm just letting y'all know, if you want to pull me in any of this shit, I'm gonna give it right back to you. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, okay? Monique ain't taking it. Yeah, I'm gonna like her. Alright, you guys, so that is it. Let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. itsrox. The channel's itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.